All right, so this is Kenny Santos out of Toronto, Canada for KennySantos.com. Do you want to know how to deal with rejection when you're prospecting for your business, for multi-level marketing or network marketing? And essentially, you uh, what it took me a while to discover and realize is that the so-called superstars, and they are superstars, but these I used to think that the superstars out there, they're invincible and no one said no to them. I thought that rejection was about how I made the pitch and not about the prospect. And you got to realize is that if the prospect says no, even to the appointment or even to your opportunity or even to your product, then they just don't qualify to be your customer or they don't qualify to be on your team. And if you look at it that way, then all of the pressure is off of you. You're seeing if they qualify. So change your not your objective. Change your objective when you're prospecting, not to sign someone up, not to invite someone to a meeting, but just to see if they qualify or see if they're open, right? And if they're not open, guess what? They don't qualify to be on your team. If they're not open, you don't want them as a customer anyway. You don't want them on your team anyway. Because it took me a while to even get rejections, not because people were accepting them, but every time I got an objection, I wouldn't accept it. I thought that if I had the right comeback to their objection, then or their rejection, then I could just turn the tables on them. And it's very rare that that you try and overcome their rejections or their objections with logic that's really ultimately going to work. All right. And so recognize that and instead be very quick to disqualify. I learned that from Ray Higdon. He said, you know what? Be quick to disqualify, especially when you're cold market prospecting, people that you don't know. Get a lot of no's. There's a book out there that you may have heard of, that you may have read, called Go for No. If you haven't read it, read it. And if you've already read it and it's been a while, read it again. Because when you go for no, you realize that the more no's you get just means that you're prospecting more. And if you're prospecting more, you're likely to get more yeses. The superstars out there, they're the ones that get the most no's because they're prospecting more. And because they get more no's, they get more yeses. The superstars, they get a lot of no's and they're quick to accept those no's. The amateurs, they're the ones who hardly get any no's because they're not prospecting enough. And when they finally get a no or they finally get a decision, and it's not a decision that they like, they spend so much time trying to convince their prospect that they're wasting their time, right? They're wasting their time when they could be talking to someone that is open-minded. So instead of trying to convince someone, prepare yourself for the rejection. Realize that most of the people out there, they're going to reject your business. They're going to reject your product. All right. That's just the reality of it. And it doesn't matter how good you are. All right. It has no, it's not a bearing on you. It's bearing on them and their timing, their preferences. So it really is a numbers game. And it took me so long to figure that out. If you're not good at prospecting and you can only get a yes out of 1 out of 10 or 20 people, and then you got a buddy that's a superstar, and superstars only, they maybe get 3 out of 10 or something. It's not a huge number. And you could still outperform your superstar friend if he's talking to 20 people and getting 6, and then you're talking to 100 people and you only get 1 out of 10. You're getting 10. And so it really is about a numbers game. Prepare yourself for the rejections, and when you do get the rejection, don't waste your time. Move on to someone else that is open-minded. So I trust you got some great value out of this. What I invite you to do is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Also, if you want to see more videos just like this, go over to my blog. It's KennySantos.com. You put your name and email and you're going to get an awesome audio on growing your business. And remember this, every day, multiple times a day, the universe sends us miracles. We got to do 2 things. All we got to do is recognize them and accept them. All right, take care and create a great day.